y'all, it's Heather, and today we're going to be ranking the most viral makeup products of 2024. I'm going to go through everything that really was super popular this year and give you my review on it. We're going to be ranking these using a tier system that I have created. Scam being at the bottom. It took our money. It's awful. We were scammed. It doesn't do what it says it was going to do. We hate it. Up from there, just no. Self-explanatory, right? Moving higher on the ladder, it's fine. It's not my favorite. It's not bad. It can stay around. It's just fine. The really great products get to go into the category of I'm so into it. These are great products, okay? Products I really enjoy, products I use a lot, really, really great launches, but the top, the highest is add to cart. Meaning, if this makeup disappears from my collection, I'd be running out to buy it. No questions asked. I need it in my life. Give me more. We've got to start off by talking about the About Face Performer Foundation. This launched at the beginning of this year, and I could not stop myself from seeing this everywhere. I bought it myself on launch day. I bought it in 2 shades. I wanted to try it. It was a very exciting launch. The first foundation from About Face. Every channel, every Instagram account, every TikToker was talking about this foundation because it was at that more drugstore price point. I believe it's around $22, which is in line with CoverGirl these days. And they had like really different undertones. I was super pumped about it because they had olive undertones in like every single category. So I bought 2 shades, and for me, this foundation is really beautiful when it goes on. I hate this applicator. Let's start with a con, okay? This like big doe foot applicator, it's just kind of messy. Like you pull it out and you see, like I have to be careful with it so I don't like splash foundation all over myself. It's not the best method for foundation, although like otherwise I think the packaging is really cute, really sleek, really fits with the line. This is not long wear on me. I do have oily skin. I do live in a humid climate, and this just doesn't wear long on me. If it goes on my face and it stays beautiful for 4 hours, I can appreciate that, but I rarely, like almost never, have my makeup on for such a little amount of time. After that, I really have to kind of baby this foundation. I have to blot, I have to repowder, I have to really check. So what I like this foundation for is more mixing, honestly. I like to put one of these shades in if I need a foundation that just needs a little bit of like color correction. So I have found ways to use it, and it is very beautiful when it's on. It's just not long wear, although I can baby it. So for me, this foundation is going into the it's fine category. And that's because the cons and the pros really are kind of equal. I don't hate it. So I can't say like just no. I've found ways to use it, but I can't move it up any higher because I really can't reach for it on days where I need my makeup to last. I am absolutely interested in another foundation that About Face puts out. Like if they put out something in the future, I would absolutely try it. I know so many people love that foundation, and for me, it's fine. I am a makeup lover at my core. I love makeup. I have loved makeup for years and years and years, even before YouTube. So I keep my finger on the pulse of the beauty space. You know, I feel like I could shop my stash and I could pull products that were trending this year, viral this year, but I also did some research, looked at allure, different online articles, and something that I had already pulled but was on every single list I looked at was these milk jelly tints. What's the official name? Cooling water jelly tint. These went viral, and at first they look gimmicky, right? You kind of like shake them. They look really cool. They look like Jello or something, and they're supposed to be a tint, a stain, and I had to buy some, okay? I love milk makeup. I had to buy. I just had to. I used them and I fell in love. These are beautiful on the lips and the cheeks, okay? A lot of products claim to be for lips and cheeks, but I use them for like one or the other, you know? But these are one of those products that I actually use for both, and they leave such a beautiful stain, a beautiful flush. These are not just like cute and fun and gimmicky, like they actually work and they're cute and they're fun. They're beautiful. They released more shades and I just love. I love every single shade. I think they're so easy to work with. I like to take these and put them on my brush first and then go on to my cheeks. I find that that gives me the easiest, best blend. It wears all day on my lips. It gives me this beautiful stain. I seriously love those. So for me, those are going into add to cart because I just think that was a win. That was such a win for the brand. That was a product that was viral, that was fun to use, and that actually performed. And I would recommend to anyone because I think they're so great. I love the shade. Listen, I could go on and on. I love it all. This is the Polite Society More Than a Pretty Powder. This is a pore minimizing, talc-free, microfine, loose setting powder. I have mine in the shade Universal Translucent. This powder was everywhere. You know, it was everywhere. People were saying how nice it is and how it makes you look poreless and it mattifies while keeping you skin-like, and it's so finely milled. And I saw some creators that I really trust and respect giving this rave reviews. But makeup is all about personal preference, right? So what works for one may not work for all. And I really like to hear what skin type people have, where they live, what their concerns are, what other products they like. And I'm just telling you, it's a just no for me. It's a just no for me. Like, no. I love my One Size powder. I love my Huda Beauty powder. I love like my Milk Makeup powder, my Lunar Beauty powder. I love powders that lock everything in. But this is weird. It almost like distorts the color of my concealer. It doesn't apply very evenly. It looks odd, and it just doesn't keep me matte. It doesn't do what it says it's gonna do. It's just a no. If somebody came up to me and said, Heather, what do you think about this powder? It's on sale for $5. Should I buy it? Just no. Just no. When ColourPop announced that they were doing a collaboration with Twilight, the internet lost its mind. It went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over ColourPop and Twilight, and I get it. Like, listen, I loved the Twilight books, and I was so excited for this, and they did their collaboration based around the movie, okay? Obviously the movie, it's got this blue greenish filter on it, and then inside it has a scene from the movie, okay? That's what this whole collaboration is inspired by, not the books. I enjoyed the movie, but I'm a book girl. You know what I mean? And I think the quality of this palette is really great. They did a great job. I know a lot of people were upset that it didn't have the black and the red, but again, it's based on the movie, and it's a great quality palette. It's really, really pretty. I don't like this photo on the inside. I don't know. I don't like having Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart inside of my palette. It's not a pleasing experience. I like this. I think this is cute. Like, had they just done that on the inside, I would have liked it better. It's a nitpicky thing, but that's what we're here to do. We're here to judge everything. We're here to rank, right? So we have some really beautiful formulas. We have some really beautiful textures, different things like that. For me, I'm going to put this in the just fine category because it's a good palette. The quality's there. I like that we have some greens and blues. It's overall very, very cool, but it's a great palette. The quality's good. It's not like my absolute favorite. If it disappeared from my collection, would I run out to buy it like I would some of ColourPop's other launches this year? Probably not, but I don't regret my purchase, so it's fine. Made by Mitchell has had so many launches this year, but the product that I have seen the most, the product that is basically everywhere on all social media, is the curve case, and for great reason. I really like these curve cases. Let me show you, because I think one of the reasons these went super viral is because it was a great product to start with, but there was a shade expansion this year. So Made by Mitchell did a deeper palette. I believe it is called Deeper, if I'm right. There are so many great videos. If you have different skin tones, I'm gonna list a couple of videos down below in the description box for you from really great creators that I saw make videos on this palette. And I think it was so innovative to have this like deeper palette. And then he also launched a lighter palette. I don't know if it's called Light or Lighter, I forget. It's all linked down below, but it's very different to see something that goes over such a range of skin tones, and I see why it went viral. I mean, I myself have two. I have the light shade right here, which definitely does work for me. I can mix these two shades right here, too light for me for sure, but I can make these work really, really beautiful. You can see where I've kind of like dug out and kind of mixed different shades. Usually I just tap my brush straight in, but sometimes I really want to custom blend a shade. And then I also have the medium case. So there are two darker than this one, and then there's one lighter than the light one I showed you. So really beautiful. And what makes these super unique too is the different undertones. So we have really warm shade, really cool shade, and we have these olive undertones, which is what I love because, hi, if you're like me and you're an olive undertone, like, listen, it's not easy. It's not always easy to find complexion products that we don't have to tweak and fine tune to fit us. And I love these so much so, in fact, that, you know, I don't know if those are the ones that really went viral, but he also launched the Comet case, which is the highlighter, and I had to buy that one too. And I know that he has a new Comet case as well with new shades, and I'm definitely buying that. I've debated what category should I put this in, because on the one hand, it's unique undertones, right? And it's such an innovative release. I'm gonna do it. I was thinking I'm gonna put it into that I'm so into it category, but I feel like it's a great price point. It's a great product. If it's so many people, I really enjoy it. It's going in add to cart. These are the Sachu Beauty lip liner stay in. Listen, these are the ones I have, but all of these kind of peel off lip stain lip liners were trending viral this year. I've tried some from other brands. This has got to be probably the best one I've tried so far, but if you watched my video, Worst Makeup of 2024, you know, they're not it. They're not even. You can't get a straight line, which is the point of a lip liner, if I'm not mistaken, to line your lips. I get, like, if you want to do like a little bit of lip contour blurry lip, but then still like just get a nice lip stain like the Milk Jelly tints or any other one. This, like, I don't get it. It doesn't feel good to peel off. If you have any dry skin, it's going to be a bit painful. I just don't get it. Like, why? What is the point of this scam? And listen, I know the word scam seems a bit harsh. It is. We're here to have fun and review makeup, right? If you have this product and you love it, I love it for you. Speaking about this brand, I'm definitely curious to try more from them, other things in their line, but the whole peel off lip liner thing, I'm not interested. I am not interested. Nope. I was so pumped when I saw Urban Decay bringing back the original Naked palette, because I have it from when it first released. Like, I have my 2010 version palette, I think. I made a whole video on it. Everything I'm talking about, I've featured in videos, okay? So check it out. I'll try to link things in the cards. I just have such fond memories of the Urban Decay Naked palettes, and I kept mine. I kept it because it makes me happy to see it. So when they relaunched, I knew I had to get it. I already have the brush with my other brushes because I use it. It's a good brush. They did a great job on this one. I am not a huge cool tone person, like cool tone neutrals. I love like an olivey leaning neutral, a golden leaning neutral, something very much on the warm side. And these shades all pull very, very cool tone on me. Depending on your undertone, if you have a cool undertone, they're probably going to be very beautiful neutral shades on you. This is good quality. My old palette is still good quality, which tells me Urban Decay is making some really nice products. I think they did a great job on this one. I'm glad they brought it back. I think it's like a beauty community staple almost, you know? So for anybody that missed out on it, I think it was so fun that they brought this back. They let it have its moment to return. I don't gravitate to this palette. I love having it in my collection. I loved trying it out, this kind of like new updated version. I'm gonna put this in the It's Fine category because the quality is good. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a good quality palette. It's not like the tones and the shades and the formulas that I personally love and reach for, but it's good. So it's going in the It's Fine. This year was my first year trying RMS, and the product that pulled me in was the bronzer. This is the Redimension Hydra Bronzer, and I was a little late to trying this because I just wasn't sure if I really thought any of the shades would be like the best for me, looking at the undertones, things like that. I was kind of back and forth, but I finally was like, you know what, Heather, like you're so curious about it, buy it, try it. This is the shade Tan Lines. This is such a beautiful glowy, but not shimmery, not glittery, not highlighter-ish bronzer. It's just glowy. I have this on my face today with a little bit of my Fenty bronzer, my matte bronzer underneath, because I really want to have this like sun-kissed look. For me, this is an add to cart, because if this were not in my collection, I would add to cart. I don't have anything that is the same shade and the same formula and the same application and same look on the skin. It really is unique in my collection. I pulled the Rhode Pocket Blushes, and when I went and did my research and looked at, is there anything I'm forgetting? No, there wasn't, but this was on every single list of like the most viral, the most hyped, the best launches of 2024. And I get it, because like you can't look at makeup on the internet without hearing about these Rhode Pocket Blushes. I have the shade Toasted Teddy. First of all, I love this shade. I love this. This is a beautiful cream blush that is long wear, that is pigmented but easy to blend. I can build it up if I want to. It does have this beautiful like way that it lays on the skin to where it does not emphasize any texture. And I would say, if I'm thinking about like blurring blushes, like my Lawless cream blushes, this is in line with that. It does give like this beautiful kind of blurred look to the skin as much as a makeup product can. You know, it's super duper beautiful, and I want to try more shades. I really do. I'll also go ahead and just kind of throw in as a bonus the Rhode lip products. Like, the hype is real with these. They're so good. I have a clear shade that is Salted Caramel, I love, and then I have the brown shade Espresso, I love. Like, Salted Caramel though, like, it makes me hungry when I wear it. It's not a good thing for that, except, you know, I love it. So I'm gonna put these into, I'm so into it because I want to buy more. I think these are really great products. I think they're worth the hype. I think the price point is pretty fair with how they are in the market compared to other things. And I think they're just good product line. Like, I'm enjoying this, and I'm excited to see like what they're gonna do next. I would really love to see like pocket bronzers, maybe pocket highlighters, like, I'll be here for it. What can I say about the Charlotte Tilbury perfume launch? I was excited for this. I'm like, Charlotte Tilbury, I love the makeup. Charlotte Tilbury, I'm into this. So many different scents. Let me try it. And I was super excited to see that they offered like this sampler set so I could get all these samples, see which one kind of worked the best on me. And let me just say, let me start here. They don't last on the skin. Like, I put it on, and a few hours later, I'm like, I can't smell it. I'm asking my husband, like, can you smell me? I'm asking my son, can you smell me? Like, no, it's gone. But honestly, that's a positive, because all of these are awful. All of these are awful, okay? Like, they are so outdated. They are not 2024. They are like 1984, okay? Which was fine in 1984. Great. We love it. But in 2024, we don't want that. Like, what in the world? Like, how can Charlotte Tilbury make beautiful products for this glowy, luminous skin, these beautiful lip formulas and all these things, and then give us like the scents? I do not like. This is going into scam, because when I forced myself to wear these so I could test them all out, I wanted my money back, I wanted my time back, and I wanted like an scam. The Tear Foundation. Obviously, this was everywhere. This is a product that I believe the brand has had for a long time, and they did a major shade expansion. I actually bought, wait, let me show you. They sell some of these sample packs. I got some of these. I tested some shades out, and I ended up going with the shade 33N. I think this is a great shade for me. It's the shade I'm wearing today, actually, but I am wearing the pink foundation because I need my makeup to wear super long wear today. I have a lot of stuff going on, and I wanted a little more coverage. This though is my favorite. I have a whole video, the red, the pink, the silver, comparing them. I'm doing wear test. I have a video just on this one on its own. And I have to say, I love this foundation. I have taken this foundation traveling with me. I have recommended this so many times. This is a yearly favorite for me. This went viral for good reason. They have a glowy version. If this satin version is too dry for you, you can definitely try the glowy version. It's beautiful. That one I will wear when I need a little more hydration. I don't need my makeup to wear all day. It will stay all day, but I will be very glowy. Or, you know, like if you're in a dry place, you might really like the glowy version. It's lighter than this one right here. This is my personal favorite. It's the satin finish. It's a very long wear. And the pink that I showed you is the more full coverage, a little more mattifying. I just... add to cart because I bought this first and I tried it and I bought a shade that's too light, but I loved it so much that I bought my correct shade. It is so good. I mean, listen, I love it so much that I bought the silver, the pink. I'm like, I gotta test it because this brand is killing it. And I actually recently bought a lip kit from them off of Amazon too, and I'm very excited to try their lip products because I have not done that yet. But this foundation deserves every bit of hype that it gets. At the beginning of the year, Juvia's Place released their skin tint, glowy skin filter finish. Listen, I'm gonna put the name on the screen. I was pumped. I went in store and I got 2 shades of this. This was such an exciting launch, and I think Juvia's Place did a great job with this because they came out with a ton of shades. This is very similar if you're thinking of like the e.l.f. Halo Glow, but this one is one that dries down a little bit more, which is something that I really like about the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. It doesn't stay as like dewy tacky on my face as the e.l.f. does. I love both for separate reasons, but this one is somewhere in between the Charlotte Tilbury and the e.l.f. actually. Really, really beautiful, really glowy on the skin still, but it does dry down a bit more. I like this a lot. I really loved seeing all the shades they came out with, and I would honestly like to see them add some more shades. They don't have an olive undertone in there that I could see, which is something that the e.l.f. has in one shade that's a bit too light for me, Charlotte Tilbury as well. But I really like this. I really like this. I've used it a ton, so I'm gonna put this in the category of I'm so into it because I really, really am. I would love to see more shades, but I can't complain because they do have a ton of shades and it's really a great product. I really had fun with this ranking. I love it when we did this last time. I think it was such a good time. Y'all seem to really enjoy it. Let me know, what products do you think were like the most viral? I try a ton of makeup. Obviously, I don't try everything, but I try a ton, and I'm so excited. I'm gonna have so many videos coming for y'all, year-end favorites, year-end rankings, all of that. I am loving my eye look. I'm wearing the Light in Your Eyes palette. I will link it down below and my video on the palette down below. I just am feeling my look today. I'm gonna pop up videos for you here of more makeup videos from me because I love talking about makeup. I upload so much. I love talking about makeup, and I would love to hear from you. Where would you rank these products?